Okay, now we should be live on the correct one, please. Hey, check. Are we good?
Friends would walk up to me and just...
Are we?
We might be. Hold on.
Friends would...
Oh yeah, we're good. We are now streaming to the correct thing on YouTube. I don't know why it wanted to do the wrong one at first.
Yay.
I'll just have to delete the extra VOD after the stream. Because YouTube hates me.
It doesn't hate you, I hate you.
Actually, let me delete the other one now. Because it says it's still going. Let me just get rid of it. Sorry, chat. One moment, please. I just don't want there to be two streams floating around.
You don't want there to be two lizards and two waifus?
I don't know. Two waifus is a lot of waifus. Do you think you could handle another waifu out there?
So long as they don't try to kill me, then yes.
Hi, me guy. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Hope you're doing well. Well, here's a question for you, though, waifu, and you would know this best given that you're waifu. If there were another waifu out there, would you try to kill them?
Well, again, if they're not causing trouble, then no, I'll let them be.
Okay, but you would cause trouble, I feel like.
Depends on like who's the kind of trouble it does to. If it's like to me, like then again it would depend on the severity. But hypothetically, if it's something that like I cannot abide by, then yes, I would go hunt them down. But if it's me, then I'm sure we can come to an understanding without bloodshed. At least for a time.
Interesting.
You know. Do you not believe like in? Do you not believe in my
Hey, I'm just saying it's interesting. That's all.
I'm feeling kind of judgmental vibes here.
No. I just think it's interesting.
Right.
Whereas, as you would say, it's intriguing.
You can't use my wording against me.
I can, and I have.
Also, full disclosure, chat. I'm not gonna be able to look at stream for a little bit, like stream chat for a bit. So if anything, Lizard will have to relate through me for like a bit.
That's because waifu doesn't love you guys like I do.
No, I'm literally in the middle of an engage map. You know this. I just want to get this done. But I still love y'all. Do not let it be said that I do not like y'all, because I love y'all. Seriously.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh boy, how is the villagers doing?
We'll get there. We'll save us some villages. Don't even worry about it.
Fair enough.
So how was your weekend, waifu?
It was... I'm gonna be honest, Persona 3 Reload kind of absorbed most of it.
In a good way?
In a good way. I'm really enjoying the game.
Oh,
it's just...
great.
I'm not used to having, a game backlog. I'm really not.
Constantly in backlog hell.
Well, that makes sense, because you're you. But, like...
What?
For me... I never really like try new games or anything. I just kind of just like replay the ones I love over and over again. So having 3 games that I need to play that I promised people I would play in a row.
What are
2 of them are really long.
What are the 3?
Persona 3 Reload just because I like Persona and I want to. Persona 3 is the game in the series that besides 1 and 2 I am the least spoiled on. So I want to see as much as I can. Yeah. And it's good. After Reload, I need to continue my run of Ghost Trick because I've been meaning to play it for a while. I started it, and then Reload came out.
Yeah, the people tell me Ghost Trick is really good.
It's pretty good. People keep telling me it's peak. I don't know if it's peak yet, but it is pretty enjoyable.
It is tough when a game's really good and you want to tell people about it, but like you don't want to overhype it either. Like I worry about that when I like tell people about 13 Sentinels and I'm like, it's the greatest narrative experience I've ever had in a video game, which it is. But I'm also like, am I setting the expectations too high?
Maybe you are. Who knows? So yeah, Reload, Ghost Trick, and then I promised a friend I would play the entire Yakuza series.
Okay, so when you said 3 games, you actually meant like 13?
Yes, but like I meant like I consider the whole series like as like a complete endeavor because
So
I'm gonna
like
do it all.
one, just like one 600-hour game.
Not exactly, but I mean I'm gonna be playing all of them anyway in a row, so I might as well.
Oh well, the Yakuza games are bangers. You'll enjoy that.
Oh no, I've heard they're good. People tell me like if I like things like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry, I will like some of the humor at least for being over the top.
They certainly feature over-the-top humor. That is true.
When are we getting you to play Bayonetta?
You already have me. You already have one of the games on my backlog.
Yeah, but like Bayo is like a 20-hour game. You can finish it in a day if you really want to.
20 hours is not a game I'm gonna finish in a day.
Hey, I'll have you know I beat Bayonetta 3 when it first came out in like 22 hours. From the moment it came out. Less than 24 hours. Beat it in a day. Normal behavior.
Very, very few games I beat in a day. At least the first time. On the second time, sometimes I'll beat a game in a day if like the if I'm like skipping the story, right? Like I can beat Sacred Stones in a day, certainly.
Makes sense.
Especially on like an emulator, use that juicy speed up functionality. Do I dabble in heroes at all? I do not, but Waifu is a bit of an expert.
Story-wise, I'm an expert, and only for some books. But yes, I am Heroes' biggest defender, story-wise. Gameplay-wise, it's a gotcha, and that's self-explanatory. But, you know.
The story's pretty cool. That's what Waifu tells me.
There's even when the story isn't good, like there are a few books that I've said that I do not like at all. They have good ideas sprinkled in there, and the entire thing is just really experimental, and it's stuff you can't find in a normal FE game, and I really dig it.
That's fair. I do like when things are different.
The only problem with it is that because it's a gacha, they can't flesh it out properly. It's, you know,
That's actually like I'd say that's part of why I like Yakuza so much, is that it's a little different than other RPGs.
That's fair.
I like that it follows like a bunch of 40-year-olds. Okay, I already did down here. Leaf and Asker arcs are really cool. The only thing I know about Asker is his fitness video.
The Asker fitness video is peak.
Oh, it's awesome. I have no complaints about the Asker fitness video.
Asker is one of those characters that he's cool. He just didn't get enough time to shine, but he's cool. Where he's there, he's cool. He has some nice stuff. My issue with his arc is more so his what's it called?
I don't know.
His counterpart, so to speak.
I don't know what that means.
Of course you don't, because you won't let me, like, bring out the Bible of fucking...
I feel like I let you talk about heroes a lot.
You do. But you never let me show you directly. It's about time.
Hey, Santiago. I really like FE4 too. I hope they, you know, hopefully both the Nintendo Direct and the FE4 rumors are true. Copium, putting my clown makeup on. That would be nice. I think the copium ends tomorrow, right? Like if there's a direct, if there's a direct, I think they always announce it 2 days in advance. So I think they would have to announce it tomorrow if there is one.
I mean, to be honest, it would kind of be very fitting if it was tomorrow.
That they announced the direct?
Well, if they announced the direct and then put FE4 remake in it.
Oh, why would tomorrow be fitting?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's true.
Literally, the whole concept of the story revolves around.
Yeah, you know, I knew it was Valentine's Day too because I'm cooking dinner tomorrow, so I bought.
You're the one in love right now, and I'm the one who remembered it was Valentine's Day.
I knew it was. That's what I went to the store for like 30 minutes ago.
Intriguing.
The remake will happen, copium. Hey, Red Caesar. Here's hoping. At some point, I'm gonna do a video on what I want them to do in a remake, but I've been holding off until they actually announce it. So maybe that day will finally come.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows?
Hey, it hasn't yet. I forgot I could do this. This bitch doesn't have pursuit.
No pursuit?
Okay, so she does 7 damage. Hey, Falco. Hope you are doing well today.
Okay. The map is done. Oh my god.
What was that, chapter 20?
The Gris jump scare map, yes. But I got money, so my run is actually...
It's really funny that you can just end the Gris jump scare on turn 1.
It just adds to the charm, in my opinion, honestly. The entire map's just so dumb, and I love it.
You guys all do 20 damage. Leaf's defense is 9, so Leaf can be a big man and fight all of you. Fine, you've been playing Engage again? Very good, very good. You feel like it would be a missed opportunity to not remake Genealogy in 776 at this point? A 17 Master. I mean, I think they're definitely gonna do 4 eventually. I think it'd be weird if they didn't. But it's just a matter of, like, when, right? Thracia, I don't know. I would love for them to do a Thracia remake, but I could see them waiting on that because, I don't know, it's Thracia. There's not actually that many people clamoring to play Thracia. As much as I love it.
Thracia is not peak.
Incorrect.
You are literally... You are spreading false propaganda.
No, it's the goat.
No.
Hey, Asui. Near the end of the war all those years ago, this entire region was conquered by King Bloom, the son of Duke Reptor. His rule's been one tragedy after another. Just when we thought he couldn't get any worse, now he's just letting those child hunts happen. We can't take this anymore. FE6 remake, please. I'm actually kind of surprised that FE6 doesn't already have a, maybe not a remake, but, like, I'm surprised it never got a Western release of any kind. Because it's got Roy in it. People like Roy.
Roy moment. Okay, I will be right back so I can go get some water.
Alright, go get some water.
Be alive. You can read chat. Oh, wait. Well, never mind. I think you're the one on the right.
I think so, yeah.
Right. Good news, Your Grace. We found your Book of Fenrir.
Excellent. This will be the end of the road for the rebels. With their dying thoughts, they shall marvel in fear at the terrifying power of Fenrir.
Well, that was short.
Oh god, now he's gonna start doing this bullshit. Come, embrace the darkness as it entombs you forevermore.
Femina, no. Okay, now I'll be right back.
Okay. They really hit you with the ambush siege tome. Doing a modded run with new classes, unit and emblem balance, and dark magic, and more. Ooh, that sounds pretty fun. I haven't played any, like, rebalances or anything of Engage yet. Most of the mods I've used for Engage have just kind of been, like, funny haha mods. Not that there's anything wrong with funny haha. King Bloom and his queen Hilda have got 2 children between them, Ishtar and Ishtor. Ishtar's ruling over Manster right now, and Ishtor's posted at Fort Melgan, both doing Bloom's dirty work. Unlike their folks, they're fine youths. You'll be sure to face them sooner or later. Be on your guard, stranger. Flamelance is good now? That's good. Flamelance is a little sad than vanilla for sure. I will say something I've been kind of surprised about seeing the sentiment more recently, speaking of the FE4 remake, is how many people are interested in them doing, like, FE4 and 5 as a combined remake, which does not appeal to my sensibilities.
I have returned.
Yo.
With water in tow.
I was talking about how I've been seeing a lot more people talk about doing FE4 and 5 as one remake, and how I don't think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. At least fully.
Here, be this fucker.
Okay.
Bloom's got some terrifying warriors on his side. There's Bamba, Fatla, and Iryu, a trio of powerful sorcerer sisters. Then there's Tinny, a young mage. Bloom's niche she may be, but that girl's still got a kind heart on her. She's come to our aid and the aid of our neighbor villages time and again. She's nothing like her family.
All right, so here's my issues, folks, with doing FE4 and 5 together. They're just very different games. Like, the reason I'm okay... I mean, I don't think they're going to do this either. But the reason I'm more okay with the idea of doing, like, 6 and 7 together is because 6 and 7 are played in largely... They're very mechanically similar. Like, the things that are different are, like, weapon accuracies and stats and stuff, but the games work in a very similar way. Oh, she took more damage than I thought she would.
Damn.
Oh.
Doesn't Julia play in classic or casual mode anyway?
Oh, does she?
I think she might. Don't quote me on that. Because she's, you know, plot relevant. But I think she comes back after every chapter.
She plays on casual mode. That would be dope.
I think she does. I'm not sure.
Whereas 4 and 5 are, like, extremely different games. Like, just mechanically, they don't work the same. There's also that, well, Thracia does take place in, the middle of FE4. It's more of an AU than a mid-cool. Like, there's some things in Thracia that don't, like, totally jive with, things that happen in FE4.
Slight inconsistencies, yeah. I mean, I could see, like, at the very least, if they, like, remake 4...
Alright, I don't fully understand what this boss is doing. But as long as Femina's here, he seems to prefer to attack Femina. You'd also make more money by making them separate remakes. That's true. That's the reason why I actually think, like, a 6 and 7 combined remake could work. But there's, like, no reason why they would do that when they could just make 2 different games, right? But I was just talking about why I don't like 4 and 5 from, like, a design perspective. I don't like combining them. Like, even if we ignore the profit motive.
The profit.
Oh, bye, Julia.
Julia, no.
Let me check if Julia plays on casual mode. I know, Deirdre does.
I'm pretty sure Julia does as well, but I'm not sure.
Okay, it seems like she does not die when she's killed. I mean, we'll find out. I think she comes back when you seize the castle is the idea.
When you seize the castle?
Yeah.
I thought it was at the end of the chapter.
I know for Deirdre it's when you seize the castle. Which I'm guessing it is for Julia too, given what she just said, where she was like,
Where are you taking me? Yeah.
Yeah, I think where they're taking her is here. Hi, Witch Queen. Pretty new to FE and started playing Sacred Stones since you hyped it up, and I'm really enjoying it. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Sacred Stones is very near and dear to my heart.
Peak fiction. Okay, not peak fiction, but really good fiction.
I would say I think it's my favorite game of all time.
It's up there for me. If it's not my first favorite, it's like top 3. It's just a very nice comfort game.
Yeah, I think it's super fun to play. I think it's like the, I'm really glad people seem to have, like, come around on it a bit. Because I feel like when Sacred Stones came out, a lot of people didn't like it because they were like, oh, it's too easy, right? And it's definitely on the easier side for Fire Emblem games, but I feel like people have come around to looking at Fire Emblem games in a more holistic way, where it's like not just about like, is the game hard, but like, you know, what is the experience of playing the game? You know, is it fun? Is it dramatic? And FE8, oh fuck. FE8 checks those boxes for me, for sure. Does it spark joy? Myr best Manakete? Let me think, is Myr the best Manakete? He's pretty good. Let me think about that. Who are the good Manaketes? Okay, FE1. If we're not using glitches, Bantu's not very good. Tiki's alright. FE3, Bantu is not it. We don't get 1 in 4. Get 1 in 5.
Faye is
She's like alright, right? Isn't she mostly just used for like eating status staves?
I think so, yeah.
7, we don't get 1. 8 is Myr, and she's pretty good. Tragically not around for very long, but like pretty good when she is. Glory to the Lopter Empire.
Damn. Cool story. Anyway.
He was kind of cringe. Oh fuck, I can't seize because I'm not Sigurd and I don't have a horse. So he might die.
It's okay, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Village of Silence almost had me walk, though. What a drag. I am a Village of Silence hater. I understand.
No, don't get Lizard started. No.
Terrible, terrible map.
It is a pretty bleh map.
Hey, Forsetti Master. I'm doing well today. I hope you are, too. Thank you for asking. What other Manaketes do we have? I guess, do we just count, like, the dragons in hellyeah?
I don't think so. Because they're not...
I honestly, I don't think any of them are better than Myr anyway.
Lamau.
The Empire's brutal rule has broken us, so we can't live like this much longer. Please, I beg of you, save us all. 11. How much value do you think Nagi and Tiki get for being like the easiest way to kill the final boss?
I know on hard difficulties that's like basically near mandatory without cheesing. Like list
yeah, it's the way you want to do it in hard 5. It's
then,
not.
Yeah,
it's not the only way, but it's the way you want to do it.
If you basically have to do it in order to beat the game, I consider that very important.
So you don't have to do it to beat the game. It's just the easy way to do it.
I mean, when you consider the other options not exactly being besides battle decisions, I guess, but
yeah, because the way that you do it with Tiki and Nagi, or you could just like warp them on warp and then like kill the fucker immediately.
I guess.
Yeah, so very important for one map. Is how I would describe her.
I would say as a whole, like slightly like it depends on like how much you value like.
Because Myr actually kind of does the same thing, right? Where like Except it's much easier to beat the final boss without her, but like the quick, easy way to beat the end game is you just warp her, right?
I'd actually, from what I understand, I'd probably rank a Tiki/Nagi higher, just because, while you can, like, obviously Murph fills a similar role in that regard, but while she can do more, that very specific niche she's not exclusive to. While Tiki and Nagi, basically, they're like the one of like 2 reasonable methods to take out the final boss.
Yeah, it's just tough because like that really is the only thing they do. Oh, here we got some lines to read.
Oh God.
Also, hi PSI Princess. Hope you're doing
I'm so
well
sorry.
today.
I'm so sorry for setting master. I'm so sorry.
So this is the Yeed Shrine. It looks so sparse.
The remnants of the Loptus Empire have hidden within the depths of the shrine for generations. They had no choice. Trying to build new lives on the surface would have led to their mass persecution, or even being burned at the stake. Ugh. I suspect that first, they weren't really bad or unusual people, but before long, their life here twisted them into what we know them as today.
I can hardly believe it. It's as if they were all being tortured for the sins of their long-dead imperial ancestors. All my life, these people have been branded as the Dark Cult, or the Devil's Kin. I could barely imagine their pain. Hold on a moment. This scribble on the wall. Is that a child's penmanship? It's a prayer, and it begs for the return of the Dark God. Is Lopter the only hope these people had?
Yeah, consider this a lesson, Seliph. Good and evil can't be easily reduced to such simple black and white ideals. If you must hate the evil which lurks in us all, not the individual. Never forget this.
Lewyn be like, hate the systems of oppression, not the not the individual.
Oh my God.
Okay, maybe we get Julia back at the end of the chapter. Maybe we never get her back. I don't know. But we already saved over the thing, so we're not going back.
There is no going back. Fuck you. Making Lewyn the drunk Valley Girl type character archetype in voice wise is probably not my finest moment.
Was a choice that you made. I for one support this choice.
Look, y'all wanted silly. I gave you silly.
I support it.
You would support it.
Yes, I always support you. Except when you're being unhinged. Hey, Ghost Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you found me on the Marth video. I was just talking to Waifu about how I was like, a little worried about that video when I made it, because I was like, I really like FE1, and I wanted to make this video about Marth, but I was like, do people really want to hear about FE1? Like, does anyone care about FE1? But then the video did pretty well, and I was really happy about that.
Of course people care. They care about you, too. Not me.
Okay.
I'll take the guy on the left since
Alright, that's fine.
the right, I'm already Aries, so.
Age fallen, has it? Perfect. Open our borders. We'll let them proceed through toward Fort Melgan. Let them wear themselves out some more. Then strike their wide open backs. It's almost too easy to be any fun. Wouldn't you say, Deborah?
Just another hard day's work for you, sir. But hey, so long as you're paying the bills, my men got nothing to complain about. About time we had a good fight anyhow.
I'd slowly march through a desert if that was the only way to
You'd slowly march through a desert if that was the only way to a Lizard and Waifu stream. Hey, Blind Coco. Hope you're doing well.
Welcome, welcome.
Alright, you have to be Ishtor, because I like Candy Cane Girl.
You would. Alright.
I do. Look, that's a bad bitch right there.
I think it's time for the return of the voice.
The rebels have already taken Guide. Lisa, what do you think of the situation? Or make of the situation?
I suspect their most likely aim is to come to the aid of the Leonster rebels. As it stands, Ishtor, your father is still preoccupied besieging them at Leonster. Should they reach Ulster and strike while he's occupied, the results would be disastrous. It is imperative that we intercept them here and now. Our force will be more than enough.
Indeed. My lord father could use the aid. Lisa, may I place you in command of my army?
Certainly. Leave everything to me, my lord.
I confess I'd rather keep you away from the eye of the storm. But there's nobody whom I could ever trust more than you. My apologies, Lisa.
Rest assured, my lord. You've nothing to worry about. Just, please, Ishtor, be careful. Now, excuse me. Men, move out. Assume your positions. Ballistas! Woohoo!
Lizard, you still aren't ready for what I've got in mind for a certain character.
Which character?
The one I want to give an uwu voice.
Oh god. Who are you gonna give an uwu voice to that we haven't recruited yet?
It could be anyone.
Hawk?
I don't even know what Hawk looks like.
Baval?
I'm not telling you.
What's the boy's name? Julius.
No! I was actually gonna let you be Julius, because I'm already Arvis. And Julia. No, not Aries.
I is looking for the man who killed my parents.
My name is Yando Butterquo. I was looking for the man who killed my parents. Oh.
I have so many demons.
So, I went to the first, like, I mean, you know this, wife, where I went to Atlanta Comic Con this weekend. It was the first time I've been to, like, a big comic convention.
Did you die?
No, but I learned a few things. One, Crom's outfit is very impractical. Capes are stupid. And his hair should be in his eyes all the time. His hit rate should be garbage.
Oh no. Len, was it? That was quite the dance there. Come hither. I have a little reward for you.
Ew, how rude. You get off your butt and come over here if you've got something to give me.
As cute as that fiery heart is, mouthing off at me so violently? I can't say I care so much for that. Bring her to me!
What do you think you're doing? Let go! Let me go, you animals!
Halt! Take your hands off the girl, craven scum!
Stop, criminal scum.
What? And who exactly are you? How dare you, a common sellsword, turn your blade on your employer? Nobody shall lay a hand on her, lest you face severe consequence. Are we clear? What is this sorry little phantom? Seize him and his little life! You all see my sword, correct? I trust I need not introduce the demon blade. Beware, for Mistletoe craves the blood of men. Who dares to come forth and slake its thirst?
Mistletoe! That's the one and only Demon Blade? Then it can't be. Oh, but it can. It is indeed I, Ares, the Black Knight. Before FE9, Black Knight.
And before Odin,
Oh
Mistletoe.
My deepest apologies. I was merely jesting about. Look, I'll never lay hands on the little darling ever again. You forgive me, right? Right? Very well. Len, are you unharmed?
Yeah. Thank you, Ares.
Damn them both! I'll make them suffer. You'll see!
My cat has come to join us.
Okay. So, Prom should have low hit rates because of his hair. Because I was constantly having to, like, brush it out of my eyes. Like, the whole Saturday I was wearing it.
Okay, but hair looks better when it covers the face more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely stylish. Don't get me wrong. Crom's got drip.
You're just saying you don't have the skill to wear such an impractical outfit.
Evidently, I do not have Crom's skill with the blade.
I mean, I'd hope you would.
We can't go over here yet, right? We have to
Yeah.
do the down here, and then we go back up.
Yes. They have to
Okay.
open up first. They have to come for you first. Then you can go back.
Oh, but we can go get the village.
Yes. You just have to be careful, because if you go too far down,
Then the
They
red
will
units
spawn.
start coming up, yeah.
and they will come kill you.
The other thing that was funny that happened is I was like so on Saturday, which is the day I did the cosplay, I went down into the lobby of the hotel to get breakfast, right? And that was maybe the most awkward I've ever felt in my life. Because I'm in this hotel lobby in the continental breakfast area with about like 25 just like normal non-con goers in a fucking Crom costume. I remember I got off the elevator and someone looked at me and went like, okay. It was
That is a man.
it was interesting.
You're interesting.
Fools, only real Crom fans know his strongest attribute, eating oranges without peeling it. Shower Orange would love him. You guys know about Shower Orange?
I was scared if you're the one bringing it up.
So it's a whole subreddit of people that eat oranges in the shower.
What? That's so specific.
That's what Shower Orange is.
What? I mean, good for them. I guess.
And it's apparently a life-changing experience.
Okay, I don't know about that. But if it did change their lives, then good for them. I'm happy.
If it makes you feel any better, I took the metro while hungover dressed as a pink unicorn once. That's very charming. I'm glad to know that about you, Blind Coco.
More evidence for a lizard to hold over you.
I'll add it to my Blind Coco lore document.
You have a lore document in Coco?
Oh, you guys don't know it. I have a deep, intense lore document on everyone that ever views a stream.
Does that include me?
Yeah. Oh, your lore document is huge.
That's horrifying. What do you know about me?
I feel like I know a lot about you, actually.
You do? I'm kidding.
You're also preparing a folder for Lizard. See, that's fair. If I have a folder on you, you should have a folder on me.
the reverse Uno card. You know what? Yeah. And yes, I suppose that is one way to wash your fruit before eating them.
I think the idea of shower orange is that if you eat the orange in the shower, like oranges can be kind of messy, right? Like they got a bunch of juices.
So if you eat them like...
But if you eat it in the shower, you could just dig into that thing and you don't have to worry about like your hands getting sticky, right? Because you're in the shower.
Okay, low-key, that's kind of giggering when you bring it up like that. Low-key.
I need to try it, and then I'll report back.
Look, just don't get involved in like any cult stuff.
Ah, yes, the cult of eating oranges in the shower. You would feel weird eating an orange while naked. Let's unpack that. Why would you feel weird about that?
You can't just inquire someone like that. What? Listen.
I just want to know.
What the fuck? You can't just ask someone.
My wife says because oranges are a God-fearing fruit.
Your
Hi,
wife's also
optimistic
weird.
duelist. Jesus, this map is huge. That's FE4 for you, baby.
FE4 is I don't know if it's peak fiction, but it's certainly something.
I seldom ate a fruit while looking at genitals. I mean, can't you like be naked but not look at your genitals and eat the orange?
All you have to do is like just look like what's it called when you just look like straightforward? Not up, not down, just straightforward.
Looking forward?
You know what I mean. I mean, like, you don't have to look down. You can just hold it up, hold it close to your face, and then just jump.
Wouldn't it be weirder to look up while eating the orange? Well, no, you just don't look down. You don't have to look up.
You simply enter your neutral state. I mean, let me point it like this. If it's something like an orange, where like you have to like take it to your mouth to like actually like
You usually look down at what you're eating. Well, what if you like held the orange at eye level? Or at mouth level, I guess.
That mouth level is like what I was thinking because I don't know. I don't feel like it'd be that big an issue. Mostly because I don't know, because like an orange especially is not like a bunch of separate parts. It's like one giant little thing. You hold it in your hands.
Well, I guess it depends how you eat it, right? Because you can divide it into little parts.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I don't eat oranges, so I can't talk.
Darna is lorded over by Count Bramsel, who's as revolting as they come. If he isn't playing the slimy sycophant to some visiting Granvale noble or another, he's prancing about like he's the god's gift to kings. Ugh. The sooner somebody sticks a sword through that pig of a man, the better. Damn, girl. It ain't that simple, though. Wow, 2 villagers? Standing between you and the Bramsel is the best... What the fuck? Is the best mercenary his money can buy. Sorry, my voice is malfunctioning. One of them, Ares, is the strongest of them all. He's still just a kid, really, but he's frightfully strong because he's got this magic blade called Mistletoe. From what I heard, the mercenary captain Jabaro found Ares as a wee little kid and took him in. They're real close, I hear. You ain't got much of a chance against Ares. Sorry to rain on your parade like that, kid. Here, take this shield ring as an apology. Damn it! I didn't know this was a shield ring village. Now I have it on fucking Lester. You ought to be able to get some use out of this. Yeah, Lester's not going to get shit out of this.
It's Lester.
If I were to hold the orange at eye level, I fear I would see it as an equal and wouldn't be able to pull the trigger to kill it.
Intriguing.
Add that to the lore document. I used to think FE4 maps were scary. Now, after playing, it just feels like a slog moving from castle to castle. I think FE4 maps feel less large and intimidating if you think of, like, each castle as a chapter.
My cat has perched himself on my desk. Not the same one that interrupted us the other day.
Very
last
good.
week, but another one.
But yeah, I think if you think of each castle as kind of like a chapter, it helps a bit. But But yeah, I mean, I don't have any defense for the part where you run from castle to castle. No real way to make that interesting.
Don't you love walking though, Lizard?
True, that's why FE3 is... Fuck. That's why FE3 is my favorite.
I thought FE5 was your favorite.
FE5 is my favorite.
I'm so sorry.
FE's always hating on Peak.
Look, I like its story.
If I were to make a power scale list for the FE lords, who would be the strongest? You just mean, like, which ones do I think are the best unit-wise? Or, or are we doing, like, a Death Battle-esque power scaling, where it's more about, like, what they achieve in the narrative?
I'd assume it would be the latter, but... I love walking so much I play FE3 and make my calves and Pegonites walk too. True!
You know, with the amount that I like FE4, you think I should play, like, Death Stranding? A lot of walking in that game, too. Something like Death Battle. Okay, so just, like, the strongest ones in terms of, like, deeds. I would say, here are the ones that immediately jump to mind. All the three houses lords are pretty strong. I would say, like... I don't think Claude ever does anything as crazy as Dimitri, Edelgard, or Byleth.
But he's supposedly tactical.
But he's, like, presented as being, like, relatively close to their level, right? Like, they're presented as kind of, like, three equals. But I feel like you see Edelgard and Dimitri do more insane shit.
Yeah, to be fair, Three Hopes does let Claw be a bit more sneaky. And does showcase that sneaky style a lot more.
But regardless, I would say, like, those are the ones that jump to mind for me immediately as, like, these are insanely powerful lords. Ike
is, I'm pretty sure at this point is physically confirmed to be the strongest physically, like, without any other, like, bonuses. Just straight body strength.
Yeah, like, Ike has to be up there, right? Who else is, like, what other lords are really strong? Maybe, I want to do this conversation, but I do not want Larse to fall in love with Shanann.
I mean, you could just, like...
Alright,
wait
here's
till
what
next.
we're gonna do. Have the conversation.
Okay.
Friend Shannon! I'm glad to see you're still in one piece.
Oh, Larse. Sorry I wasn't around to see all this begin. From what I've heard, you've all had quite the tough time so far.
Don't worry about it. The most important part is that you're safe.
How's your sword arm doing? Any stronger?
Yeah, but still far below your prowess, sir. Cat, not
Yay,
again!
Cat!
Come here, buddy. Oh my god.
How about a quick lesson to patch that up? See, raw power isn't quite enough here. Try putting a bit more spirit into it and swing!
Like this, sir?
Bro, this bitch just said nyah.
No.
She did! Aren't those two related? Odd that they can pair together. Yeah, that's why I was saying I don't want them to fall
They
in
are
love.
cousins.
Which is why we are going to put Larse next to Yohalvier. And then Shanann is going to go all the way over here.
The cat is the most powerful lord.
Alir and Byleth have literal god powers. What's, like, the craziest thing Alir does in the story of Engage?
Are we counting, like, spoiler stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the game's been out for a year, right? We could talk about spoilers, I think.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about Engage spoilers. Mute for, like, a minute if you don't want to hear Engage spoilers.
Alir, no! So true. Yeah, I was going to say, Alir cheats death, like, twice. Even if, like, both are, like, neither.
But aren't both of them not even him doing it though? Like one of them is Vale.
Yeah, one is Vale and the other is the emblems.
So like, what is Alir at? What's like the most crazy thing Alir does?
That's hard to say. Besides just having access to being able to engage with other emblems, which are basically like they're treated in game as like they're basically like they're war weapons.
Yeah.
And he isn't.
Although even
they have
Alir
the ability
can
to
only
awaken
use
all
one
of
at a
them.
time, right?
Yeah, but they can awaken them as well.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
even
kind
if they get, like,
of,
shut
I don't
down,
know. It's kind of hard to evaluate.
they never really like. Yeah, they don't really evaluate like. Outside the Fel Xenologue, they don't really like bring up the whole concept of being able to put emblems to sleep, or then like turning them like the methodology as to how they change it and such.
Yeah.
I feel like if they did Alir's strength as to be able to awaken emblems.
I think you would also assume that like Alir would go up if you count like what's the word I'm looking for? What one would assume they could do with a Dragonstone.
Yeah.
Because we never actually see that, but like you're led to believe that Alir with a Dragonstone would be pretty baller.
And we know Vale buried hers.
Yeah. Robin would be pretty up there, I would think.
Robin moment.
Robin's pretty strong.
And tactical as well, but in terms of raw power, that too.
I guess Corrin is pretty strong, right?
Corrin literally, I think Corrin might be up there. Just
yeah,
because
like, Corrin's
of the fact
really
that, like,
strong, right?
Literally, the strength to not to spare like a bunch of people who should be dead, but aren't because sorry,
Yeah,
is
well,
kind of impressive.
Like, the enemies that Corrin fights are like serious enemies. Like, you know, you fight Ryoma and Xander.
As well as literally all the other royals in like some point in
Mhm.
most routes, depending on like where you go, obviously.
Marth would be up there too. Yeah, Marth is pretty good.
Actually, while we're talking about power scaling and such, I want to bring up one detail that I think is oddly sad for like faiths in particular. In chapter 13 of Conquest, Elise takes a fucking like a Fujin Yumi bolt to the fucking face. Like not even just like in gameplay, she would be dead, obviously. But in story, she takes a hit.
That shit.
Yeah, like genuinely, what is she? Is she okay? Like,
she's the goat. She's got good bulk, apparently.
are they gonna like? I think it'll be a really strong character moment if they actually like address that after the fact. Oh yeah, she was sick right before then too. So she basically just recovered, and then immediately she just gets shot.
Yeah, I would say Corrin has to be up there. Corrin does a lot.
Yeah. Will we count like? It depends on how much we value like both the holy weapons and the Crusader blood.
I feel like so I've been assuming that they get their signature weapons because like a lot of them go down a lot if you don't, right? Like Marth with no falchion is not as big of a deal.
That is true.
Or like Ike with no Ragnell is still pretty good, but that's a big downgrade.
Yeah. Literally, besides that, the FE4 lords kind of just have like a reputation and nothing else.
Well, ultimately what I'm thinking is like a lot of the people we're talking about like they'll like gods and dragons and shit. Sigurd is ultimately killing dudes for most of the game. Right? Like, what's the most fucked up thing Sigurd kills? It's like a really powerful dude, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you went by, like, in, like, lore, like, narrative achievements, Seliph would have to be above him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I also think that the narrative also supports the fact that Seliph is stronger than Sigurd.
Yes, I think so, too. Obviously, in gameplay, Sigurd's pretty insane, but...
I mean, in narrative, like, he's still... Even with, like, his ragtag team of group, like, of units and an army, he still manages to, like, conquer castle after castle.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's definitely super powerful. It's just the people we're comparing him to are, like, fucking nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
I like how they set up this ballista and, like, a whole defensive line, and then they all just charge at you. Hey, Root Beer Pants. Hope you're doing well tonight. Who's, like, the weakest lord in narrative?
What first comes to mind is either, this is gonna sound really bad, but I can't deny it. Celica or Erica.
No, Erica was the first one that jumped to mind for me.
Yeah, yeah, she does. Sigland is pretty good.
I would say she does at least get, like, a big crazy magic weapon.
Yeah. But at the same time, we're also considering, like, if we have these weapons, so we can't discount.
I think we should assume they have their weapons.
Yes, so Roy is assumed to have the binding blade.
Yeah, so Roy has the binding blade, which I think puts him above.
I think that means automatically by default Lyn has to be one of the worst.
I think. But Lyn gets the soul Kadi.
True. Yeah, a lot of Leaf steeds are also, like, pretty...
I was gonna say Leaf is one that I would consider, because a lot of Leaf's, like, stuff that Leaf is good at is, like, Leaf being a great leader. But not necessarily him being, like a guy that's gonna dunk on you, like, in combat, right?
He is the illusion of a hero that the people needed. And that's, like, this narrative supports that, heavily.
So you're the rebel army. This is where your insurrection ends. So long as I, General Lisa, draw breath, you shall never reach Fort Melgan.
Bye, Lisa.
Ah, ish. Or. Be a nerd. This guy sucks. I'm becoming, with every time we play this game, I become more of a Dermot hater. Leaf I never hear about much. He's just a middle tier average lord. So in his game, Leaf is actually pretty good as a unit. But he's good in a very not flashy way.
He's just reliable.
Term. Like you deploy him every map and he does something pretty much every map. In particular, his contributions during Manster are quite good.
Liz, if you're making me actually want to, like, actually do that randomizer for Freysia after I finish my engage run.
You would say
If I
Crom
get
and
bored.
Lucina are up there too. Yeah, Crom's got to be pretty good, right? I feel like he's not quite as high as like some of the crazy lords, but he's above like all the lords that are kind of just like guys, I think.
Just guys.
Well, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Sigurd is actually like a good example of like Sigurd is ultimately a guy. Well, with holy blood. He's a guy with holy blood. Which is pretty good. Who's just a guy? You know who's just a guy? Ephraim and Erica are like just people.
At least Ephraim, like, he's kind of ballsy and gets away with it.
Yeah, he has like a few crazy accomplishments, right? Like raiding the castle is pretty crazy that he does that.
Not only just raiding the castle, seizing it with only 4 people.
Yeah.
One of the most like well forted in that area, and they take it down 4 people with him leading.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts that he does that. He does have how much of that is him and how much of that is Orson though? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure at least 75% is Ephraim, since I don't think Orson would like exactly be doing anything much besides it just being a strong hand, like none of like the actual tactical stuff, which is why Ephraim. The story basically says directly that he's smart, and that's why he's been able to avoid the actual capture, because he picks his fights and he knows how to whittle them down.
Man, I hate Ephraim.
I hate you.
I don't like him, waifu.
I used to dislike Ephraim as well, but he's grown on me slowly. I still like Erica a lot more, but Ephraim's just funny at this point.
He bothers me.
It's like basically Alm, but like his character moments are actually like mean more to me than. Like, they have similar character writing issues, in my opinion. That being just, they kind of just get away with everything.
Biggest issue is that he bothers me.
My biggest issue is that you bother me.
That's not true. You like me.
Only to a tolerable amount. Don't you cackle at that.
I mean, I'll take that. I feel like that's pretty good by your standards.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I think it honestly, it might be Erica.
I was thinking Celica.
It could be Celica too. Which is sad because Erica's like my favorite Fire Emblem character.
I mean, I think
in addition to what we just said, I also think she's the weakest lord of the series unit-wise. So sad.
I mean, her character, at least, like, she's not meant to fight. She does her best, and she can do shit when she needs to, but she doesn't like fighting to begin with. Obviously, she's not gonna.
Yeah, that's supposed to be true for Corrin too, but Corrin's goated.
That's because Corrin's badly written.
Wait, Roy is just a kid? Roy is a kid with the binding blade, though. Roy is a kid with a gun. Not for 85% of the game. Yeah, but like I feel like we're talking about peak performance, right? But you're right, for 85% of the game, Roy's not that exciting. This may be wrong, but I feel like Roy is stronger than the FE7 lords. I think Roy is better than Eliwood and Lyn. I don't think he's better than Hector, though. Your hot take is that you like Eliwood more than his son. I actually quite like Eliwood as a character. I think he's underappreciated.
Hollywood's okay. It's pretty cool.
Roy and peak performance should never be spoken about at the same time. Damn. So much Roy hate. I understand, though.
I can't blame them.
No, I understand. I get it.
Roy's biggest crime is having like the same VA with the same like voice type as Alphonse. As in like same VA and basically the same like voice type. Same direction, same everything. It's so identical and it's scary. Like copy pasted almost feels like. Granted, to be fair, Ephraim and Ike also have the same problem. But at least if like they Greg Chen's been able to at least for Ike, he's been able to differentiate it enough. Ephraim I just don't like his take for. To be perfectly blunt.
Yeah, fair enough.
But as Ike went from being I did not like it to actually, you know what, this is actually pretty solid. Good for you. Yeah, Leaf is also like 15.
I mean, Marth is like 16, I think.
Is he?
He's pretty young.
I knew he was young in the prologue for Chao Dragon, but I didn't think he was like...
Let me look it up, but I'm pretty sure Marth is quite young.
Huh.
How old is Marth Fire Emblem? In FE1, Marth is 16.
Huh.
And FE1 doesn't have the prologue, so. Did you try FE4 or just wait until they eventually remake someday? I mean, it depends how likely you think they are to announce it soon. Because they could announce it this week, or they could announce it a year from now, or they could announce it 2 years from now, you know? I would not count on it being announced really soon. If you want to play it, I would just play it.
Lizard, what if you weren't announced until a year from now? What
Wait,
then?
you literally agree with me.
Yeah.
So why are you giving me shit?
Because I like to give you shit.
Oh my god.
It's funny. It's quirky.
Also, I would also say just that, like, this is a personal thing. You might disagree with this. You know, it's kind of down to how you like to play your video games. I love playing remakes after I played the original, just because I think it's interesting to see, like, what they changed, right? Because surely if they remake it, it's not going to be exactly the same. Like, even, like, Shadows of Valentia, which people often refer to as, like, a very faithful remake, has a lot of changes from Guiden.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Guiden is peak. You should all play it.
I don't know about that.
It's excellent.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No, Lizard. Asui, not you too! You're not also a Guiden hater, are you? Calm down, Gast. Is Gast a Guiden fan? I did not know that about Gast.
I knew that. What?
I don't watch like I've seen some of Gast's videos, but I haven't watched like a ton. Mostly his 3 houses and engaged stuff.
I do like watching like some of his more informative stuff from time to time.
Oh yeah, I mean everything I've watched from him I enjoyed. I just haven't watched a ton of it.
Yeah, no, I was there when how Gast was Guiden fan.
Gast's whole thing was play Guiden. Gast is correct. Play Guiden.
God.
Guiden, more like I don't play it. I've never played Guiden. I just want to be part of something.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here's my like non-meme take on Guiden. Here's the no memes take. Guiden is not nearly as bad as people say it is. And if you like old Fire Emblem games, you'll probably find enjoyment in Guiden. But it is like an old Fire Emblem game. It has some of that old Fire Emblem game jank for sure.
You vermin! How dare you slaughter Lisa like that?
Don't ask me why I got that way.
You'll have no mercy.
Also, listen, I found out why the FE5 randomizer didn't work the other day.
Oh, why's that?
I selected the wrong file, I'm pretty sure.
Ah, that'll do it. But yeah, I think if you like have enjoyed old Fire Emblem games, you'll probably enjoy Guiden. I think it's really interesting to see some of the ideas they experimented with in it.
Yeah.
I think I like the way they did the split army. I would love to see that. I would actually love to see that again in a Fire Emblem game. The closest we've really had is Radiant Dawn Part 4. Which is like a little different.
Yeah.
I really like the magic system. I just want to see it in something that isn't Guiden. I would like to see them reuse that magic system.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, Lester can take 1 hit. Larse can't. Dermot can't, because Dermot's a fucking loser.
That's a bit mean.
Well, like, it's not my fault he sucks. Alright, it's a little bit my fault he sucks, because I did the pairings, but...
Oh my god.
God damn it, Oify. There you go, buddy. think you broke your Fates ROM by messing with the mods folder. I haven't messed too much with Fates mods. The only Fates mod I've really used is Fates Shadow Dragon, and I did that on a fresh copy of the ROM. But I hope you're able to get it fixed. We're up. I haven't tried Gay Fates yet. I'm sure I would enjoy it. But I have not yet tried it. Oh, I'm a dummy, Lester. Die. He probably is gonna die and then we'll reset. Yeah.
No.
I forgot she doesn't have a mend.
No.
Oh, he's fine. FE games when they'd rather add incest pairings than gay options. Yeah, that is Fire Emblem does do that. I do not have a defense. She gets doubled? Feminine units suck. Why do all of these units suck, dude?
Lamau.
Who gets doubled by a... What Pegasus Knight gets doubled by a Siege Tome? Or does he have a skill? Oh, he has Adept. Alright, I forgive her. It's not really her fault.
No, it is. Enter. She's not Fee.
No, that's not on her. That's not her fault.
No, it is on her.
Oh no, she can't do anything about that. You just don't like her.
No. I don't.
Oh, bye, store.
Lisa! Also, no, I wouldn't go to war for Fee. Fee's not worth it. I love her. I love her a lot. But I wouldn't die for her.
Oh, actually, more knights are gonna spawn, right? I actually want these guys at Leonster. I think.
Oh, so you're telling me what I already know, Falco.
I think I actually want these guys to be at Leonster. Hold on. Because I think mages are gonna spawn and go to the left, and then more armors are gonna spawn and come up here.
They are. But I think they all come from, like, the same point. I'm not sure.
Who'd I pair in Gen 1? I don't remember off the top of my head. If you look in the video description, I believe all the pairings are in there.
We do know that, obviously, Erinus kind of got, left alone. So we got her subs.
That's fine. She doesn't need a man.
Even though she canonically gets one.
I didn't say she couldn't have one. I said she doesn't need one.
Yeah, well, you don't need one. Huh?
Bro, I am married. I've already been paired.
Did I stutter? Oh my god. Ah. Don't worry, I'm alive.
I didn't think you died.
Well, some people may be unsure. I would be.
It didn't sound like dying noises.
At last, Seliph, you've reached Melgan. Leonster is just a stone's throw from here.
Say, Lewyn, will this war ever end? I still doubt that Prince Ishtar or his general were truly wicked people. Must we still kill more like them?
That may be so, but don't forget, they still actively served the will of a brutal tyrant. As far as our cause is concerned, there is no doubt they were the enemy. This is a war, Seliph. There's more to it than only ever fighting the thoroughly evil, or those whom we hate.
I suppose so.
That's okay, Seliph. You're a grown man, through and through. You can just stand to worry a bit less. Now then, we've got our goal to focus on. Coming to the rescue over in Leonster.
Indeed. Let's move in on Leonster. Everything shall begin there.
My reception will be held in the coming days, as we.
My god, if waifu died on stream, I don't know what I would do.
You know exactly what you would do.
What? What do you mean?
I'm not gonna comment further.
I think I would actually have there would be 2 funerals because I would have a real life heart attack.
Oh my god.
Would be good content? Yeah, it would be like my biggest stream ever where waifu and I both die.
We would get all the views for that, for sure. Two people randomly dying on
Think
stream.
of the ad wait, there won't be any ad revenue. I don't run ads on the streams.
We also die, so it kind of count as like, you know, harm towards people. I don't think that would exactly be down for ad rev. What? Melgan's fallen already? Blast! We were too slow. Oh well, we can still ambush them while they regroup. Men, this is our chance. Jaburo, send in your brigade. Hit them hard while their backs are turned. Leave no survivors.
At once, sir.
Cavaliers.
Oh, right, I'm left. Do you really have to go, Ares? Please don't leave. Please.
I have little choice.
I didn't think that would skip your line. Sorry.
Yes, it would. It's okay.
He said something. Don't you get it? He's just using your loyalty to treat you like a weapon. I hate him so much.
Len, no, that isn't.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Go with him if you love him so much. It's your life to waste after all. But you can just forget we ever met.
Len.
I wonder if they make a remake if the incest will be removed. I think they'll probably remove some of the player pairing incests.
It's impossible to remove plot ones.
But I think at least the one big plot one is probably still going to be there, would be my guess.
That Ares buffoon is gone, has he? Good riddance.
I mean, I think you could remove it if you wanted, but you would have to do a bigger rewrite.
A huge rewrite, yeah.
Am I this guy?
Sure.
Banba, Fatla, Iryu, deploy at once. I want you to show these rebel pigs just what it is the Empire can do.
Yes, my lord. Leave it to us. We will never let you down, my lord. The rebels shall be destroyed quickly, cleanly, efficiently, and utterly. Excuse us, my lord.
Everything depends on you. Penny, you too will deploy at once.
Okay, here's...
Was this
I'm not
Uwu
sure.
voice?
No, actually. All I'll say is the character talks to her. That I want to do your voice for.
So do you want her or am I taking her?
You can take her. I was already talking to you.
Yes, uncle. As you wish. One would think I could expect more gratitude from someone I raised out of the goodness of my heart after their mother died. Or have you forgotten my many kindnesses? No, uncle. Good. Now get moving. Remember, these rebels are responsible for murdering my dear son Ishtor and his true love Lisa. Avenging them is your mission, Tinny. And on Valentine's Day Eve.
On Valentine's Day Eve?
Imagine if for their S support, Shinan and Larse find a letter where Ayra wrote 20 years ago that they weren't actually blood related.
No!
Alright, I'm gonna take this moment to bitch about Ryoma.
Please go, please
You
go.
guys ever read the Ryoma S support? Because Ryoma's S support is a little different than all of the other Royal S supports. The rest of you, move out at once. I don't want a single rebel left breathing. Yeah, more armors that are gonna go to Leonster. Yeah, so for all of the other royals in the S support, they're like, oh, we found this letter. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good.
Fotla, Iryu, I trust you already understand. We must work in absolute, perfect unison. We will be the ones to claim Selev's head as a trophy this day. We mustn't be beaten by Tinny's unit.
I don't understand. All the villagers talk of the rebels as if they're liberating heroes. But why? Why did they kill Ishtor? I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, Mother. What would you do?
There you are, girly! How dare you embarrass me like that the other day? It's about time I thanked you properly.
Oh, and what exactly are you going to do about it? I see right through you. The moment Ares is nowhere in sight, you think it's okay to act all tough again. You vile louse. Don't even think about coming any closer. I don't need Ares around to stop you.
Of all the nerve! You little wench! Throw her in the dungeon! You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done there.
Oh, no. Ares. You know, I don't get you, Ares. Why the hell do you go and get yourself all cozied up with a broad like that? Oh well, I guess. It's all in the past. You're gonna forget her sooner or later.
I beg your pardon. What exactly are you trying to say, Jabaro?
Oh, nothing. Well, except that I bet Bramsel's right about to...
This can't be... Jabaro! How could you know his foul intent, yet let your tongues lie still before me?
You can't worry about the fairer sex, Ares. Have your fun with them, but never stick around for when their sorry lives come crashing down.
How dare you! And to think you held my trust for so long. I must return to Darna. Len needs me.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. See, nobody, and I mean nobody, blows off my orders and turns tail on my watch. Not even you, Ares.
I've come far in your company, Jabaro. But our association ends now. If anyone wishes to stop me,
Mistletoe will eagerly welcome your necks.
I'll show you your place, whelp.
I'm out of 1v10 these fuckers.
Okay, so let me give my Ryoma rant now.
Yes.
So every other royal, if you S support them, or like all of the Hoshiden royals are like, oh, our mom left this envelope that said like, if you ever have weird feelings about wanting to smash your sibling, here's this letter that you should read. And then the letter says like, oh, you're not actually siblings, so go ahead and smash. However, Ryoma is the only one that has already read the letter. All of the other ones are like, oh, I read this letter because it said to read it if you had weird feelings about your sibling. And then they read it, and then they're like, okay, so it's fine, we can smash, right? And of course it's not fine, but that's the logic that the game gives us. But in Ryoma's, Ryoma's like, I knew the whole time we weren't siblings, but I decided not to tell you until I wanted to fuck.
Genuinely insane.
So, Ryoma always knows that piece of information, but if he doesn't want to fuck you, he doesn't tell you.
I think it would be actually a kind of interesting plot point if they actually did incorporate it. The
Well,
idea of just like,
if they presented that as like Ryoma being like a weird loser, it would be fine.
No, not like that. I mean, like, in terms of like, if he didn't want her to go, or like, you know, turn back. And that lie makes, like, they could have done it, at least they try to do something with it. Instead, they just make it out to be this,
The man is a weenie.
Yeah, no, I hate Ryoma. His only redeeming quality is that he's really good as a unit, and he's way to nothing with a Mercer.
You don't see how they can remake this game without the family love? I don't know. Why do you need to keep any of it except for, like, I think they're gonna keep the Julius, or the Arvis one, but I don't really see why you need to keep any of the other ones. I don't know if they will or not. They might. But I don't think you have to.
Oh, blind Coco, you poor fool. You don't understand how I actually like Birthright.
I need to replay Birthright.
I am a very strange defender of it.
It's
literally just Sacred Sense with the Fates engine.
I feel like, I started playing it recently because, I feel like it has a lot of the design tendencies of, like, Awakening, but in a less annoying, like, but like in an engine I like better.
And without ambush reinforcements,
yeah. So I'm like logically, I should actually like this more than Awake. Like, maybe not story-wise, but like to play
obviously.
At least.
Yeah, no, like story-wise, Birthright's mid as fuck.
I can't wait until they announce FE4 remake and my weird dream comes true about them announcing it with a version split of
No.
Oifi version and Midir version.
What?
Have I not told you about this?
You might have, I forgot, but like,
I had a weird dream where I dreamt that they not only did they announce FE4 remake, they just shadow released it. They were like, announcing FE4 remake, releasing right now. Go to your local game store and buy it. So then in the dream, I'm like, fuck. And I go to the local the game store, right? Because I'm like, I gotta go buy FE4 remake. And the way they did the remake was in... Oh god, I didn't know the mages came up here. I thought they always went left.
Nope. Tinny moment.
Or you might just have to give up Leonster then, with the way I set this up, because we need Tinny not to come up here.
Feels bad.
I guess it doesn't really matter, it's just money.
I will say, I haven't read the FE4 manga, but just going off, like, the FE4 implications, I might have a hot take about Lachesis. Besides the, like... I mean specifically her dialogue, not other characters' dialogue about her. Because that's obviously suggesting
Oh, wait, let me finish my weird dream first.
Yeah.
Because I was almost done.
Go ahead.
So I go to the store to buy FE4 remake, and I discover that they're selling it as 2 separate versions, much like Pokemon games. They're selling FE4 remake Midir edition, and FE4 remake Oifi edition.
Impeccable.
And I bought Midir edition.
You would.
Yeah, I like Midir.
What if it was Jamke? What the?
Well then I'd probably buy Oifi edition.
What if it was only what if there was only one version, but they labeled it as if it was dual versions, and it was just called Jamke version. That was the only one available.
Then I guess I would buy it, but I'd be unhappy about it. Alright, I'm gonna make a save state, because I'm not sure if my understanding of road tiles is correct, but if it is, I think this is okay. Okay, give me your hot take.
Okay. Well, I don't even know if it's a hot take. Probably isn't, but... Lachesis is, like, fondness for her brother. I don't see it as incestuous at all. In the slightest. I can see
You're saying
why...
from just her dialogue?
Yes. If we're talking about, like, everything about it, then they kind of imply it in some ways. I don't... Not obviously...
I was gonna say, I know there's a villager that has a weird
I know,
line
that's my
about
main.
it, yeah.
That one, like, is very... Yeah, that one's just... Ugh, but...
I'd have to reread, her lines.
I actually really like it, Lachesis. She basically just, like... Look, at this point, with Heroes and me liking Freya, I think I just kind of have a thing for characters who are really obsessed with their brother.
Welcome to your deaths. Yeah, if we're just talking about her dialogue, I'm not sure. I'd have to reread it.
Most of her dialogue, from what I remember,
Oh my
barely...
god, Seliph gets doubled? That's crazy.
Lamau.
I didn't account for that. Hopefully he doesn't die. Oh yeah, Jabara's fast as fuck, boy. Jabaro run away. I'm back, Jabaro.
Honestly, I actually find Lachesis' character really interesting. Like, she's funny, but I like her more than just that.
Ugh, Ares, you dastard.
I think she just has the really cool what's it called? Her mindset is intriguing to me.
Intriguing. I don't know if you guys know, but waifu likes that word.
I hate you.
That's not true.
Fuck you. I literally can't do anything to you.
What do you mean?
I literally can't do anything to you.
What are you trying to do that you can't do?
Just kill you.
Oh my god, no, you can't kill me. Yeah, that's true.
Why not?
Because I don't want to... What do you mean, why not?
But if it's by my hand, you should be honored.
Oh my
Like,
god.
The wife would understand.
Wife would understand. I don't know if
Encourage
she
it.
would. I don't know about all that.
It's true.
I'm not so sure.
It's true.
I'll come out with the actual hottest take. Flawed characters are interesting. Chat stop requests that every playable character is morally right 100% of the time. I don't think that's that hot of a take.
It isn't, but people do, you know.
The problem is that, like, and to be clear, I am absolutely not saying this is you, because I don't think this is you, or I know this isn't you. But the problem is a lot of people will, like, say that they want morally gray characters, and then when they actually get the morally gray character, they complain about it, right?
I think it's more specifically, they want morally gray characters that actually, like, are well written and handled. Like, well, I guess well written is the best way to put it. But, you know what I mean. Not just kind of
I mean, the problem is, I feel like what is well written is so, like, hotly debatable.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would argue that but a lot of people would disagree with me. And a lot of people would agree with me. So this isn't like a hot take. This is just, there's a lot of people on both sides of this position.
I will end you if you're wrong.
I would argue that a lot of Three Houses characters are kind of morally gray and well written. But, like, you know, other people would disagree with that, right?
Yeah. I sort of agree with you. Well, mainly because I like most of Raz's cast, besides, like, 2 characters. But actually, that's a lie. 3 characters. Forgot. But
okay, specifically as it's regarding, sorry, we've gotten away from the original topic, which was
yeah,
incest.
like,
here's my problem with, like, just I don't think that, like, just making a character incestuous makes them, like, morally gray in an interesting way, right? Like, I want characters to be morally gray in a way that's interesting. Not just like, oh, here's this nice character, but also they're incestuous. Isn't that morally gray and interesting? And I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I will say, the way FE4 handles the big plot one, I don't mind it.
Well,
Mostly
I don't
because
mind the big plot one, because I don't...
It's portrayed as a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's
like...
in every single way.
Yeah, it's like... Because that's the one where they're like, this one is literally a disaster.
Literally, not only
We've gotten away from the original topic, incest, Blizzard 2024.
Based.
This is what FE4, does to a motherfucker.
It changes you, warps your mind. But no, yeah, like, it doesn't, like... It's not, like, present the incest itself as, like, a... What's it called? Either it's not presenting as an amazing thing, nor is it just, like, even, like, presenting it, like, as, like... I don't know. It's hard to describe, but the way they word it, like, the whole prophecy or whatever it's called, that, like, you know, the saying about what happens when you know. My point is just that in FE4, I actually think that big one is handled pretty well in regards to what they did. Not only is the incest regarded as like a pretty bad thing, often considered, but it's also a mistake that 2 people make. Well, mainly 1 person, but a mistake that they make because of a really stupid thing that they had for them. For Arvis, it was you know, but
yeah, well, I mean, for them, it's partly
I find it actually very interesting.
Yeah.
So I actually like how it's handled in FE4, but only that one.
Well, yes, I think that specific one is fine, and I don't think it would be nearly as controversial if that was the only
Yeah.
If that was the only one.
Yeah, all the other ones are basically not needed.
If Twitter knew of Arvis's existence, oh boy, would there be outrage. Actually, I feel like, we'll see when or if they ever do a remake. But at least currently, Arvis is actually fairly popular on Twitter.
I feel like if a remake does get announced and like Arvis gets like adapted, I feel like it would just result in another fucking year of Three Houses discourse.
I don't know. I think I know I've seen a lot of people say that like they do an FE4 remake, it's going to result in a ton of discourse, like Three Houses did. But I don't think it will.
Oh
just
no! See,
because
I agree.
like the thing, part of what made Three Houses have so much discourse, was that there's 3 routes and you pick one of them. Or there's 4 routes and you pick one of them. And the portrayal of the characters changes a little in each route, right? Like if you play Crimson Flower only, if I play Crimson Flower only and you play Azure Moon only, we have not just experienced different stories, we've literally experienced different Edelgards and Dimitris. You know?
Yeah. This is why I'm only on Twitter for like marketing purposes.
Whereas in FE4, that's funny. In FE4, there's no like choice to make, right? Like you have your blue units and your red units, and they don't change. Get Self to promotion level here.
Oh,
I apologize, waifu, for keeping you on Twitter with Gales of Nahali updates and gameplay sneak peeks. Alright, last time I did this, waifu said I had to act more naturally. Look at the sneak peeks on Twitter, they're good.
That's even worse. Actually,
Oh my god.
Worse.
I feel like that one was fine. What was wrong with that one?
You didn't like you made a build up to it. You
Well,
don't just make
yeah,
a build
because
up
it's like a
before
bit
thing.
now. Now it's like a bit.
Since when is it a bit?
Since like last time.
It's literally been a week. It's
Yeah,
been
so
a
we're making
week.
it a bit. Like when I do it again next week, then it's gonna be like a running gag.
Oh my fucking God. You're hopeless. I don't care if you're in the right here. That it's cool. I'm still gonna beat you up over it. Also, it's okay, Blanco. If anything, I wish I could see it more because what I see on Twitter is mainly just VA drama, bullshit.
My Twitter's a lot of yellow paint discourse this week.
What the fuck?
Have you avoided yellow paint discourse?
Do you know who I follow for the most part?
I don't know. I don't even follow half the people that I'm seeing the yellow paint from. It's just getting like retweeted onto my timeline.
I follow a bunch of VAs that I follow. Well, obviously. I follow some friends, like you. And I follow some artists and such that I want to support. And that's like basically it. I don't use very much. Oh no, chat's exploding with yellow paint.
I'm avoiding the yellow paint argument like the plague. Yellow paint discourse seems to find its way into any circle. What is yellow paint? Okay, I'm only going to go into this a little bit because I'm thinking about making a video about yellow paint and signposting.
What?
But, yeah, so, okay, I've been thinking about, like, okay, this is an aside, and then I'm going to explain yellow paint discourse. You guys may not know this, but, like, sometimes I play video games that aren't Fire Emblem.
I'm so sorry.
And sometimes I want to talk about them on the channel, but, like, I see the channel as a Fire Emblem channel, and I don't want to, like, make a video that, like, I want to talk about another game sometimes, but I never want it to take the weekly Fire Emblem video slot. So I've been thinking of just in like when I have extra time working on kind of like some bonus videos that don't have like a scheduled release timetable and just release when they're done, or when I want to talk about something that's not strictly Fire Emblem related. Or at least not totally Fire Emblem related. Yellow paint actually has some applications to Fire Emblem, because it's just signposting. But okay, now that I've explained that, let me explain yellow paint discourse.
Oh no.
So, a lot of video games recently, and honestly, like, not recently too, like, people make it out like it's a recent thing, but you see this a lot in older games as well. Developers will, like, put a certain color or pattern or something on interactables so that you know what they are. And the reason it's called yellow paint discourse is because some recent games have done this with yellow paint. So like in Resident Evil 4 Remake, climbable ladders are marked with splotches of yellow paint. And a lot of people don't like that. Usually because they feel like it either removes the immersion or like treats the player like they're dumb, or they find it a little too hand-holdy. That sort of thing.
I very much want to put some yellow painted boxes in Gon's post-game. No.
And anyways, I have some thoughts about, like, not specifically yellow paint, but like how developers communicate information to players. And obviously yellow paint is like one way to do that. So I'm thinking about making a video about that.
You really are a basic motherfucker.
What?
You heard me.
Fuck you.
Nah.
I'm like, I want to make a video about this thing I'm interested in because I think it would be fun to talk about. And
But don't you know you literally have to play Fire Emblem every single second of every single day. Otherwise, you're not a real FE2ber. Sorry. You're not allowed to have a life.
Yeah, those are the videos I most enjoy making too, Blind Coco, the ones that kind of talk about like mechanics and like what they can do. So I'm hoping that like people will also enjoy that in maybe a slightly further removed from FE context. But like I said, I don't want to replace the FE videos. This is ultimately a Fire Emblem channel, so those will be little bonus videos.
Just do what your heart desires, man. We love you for a reason. It's not just because of Fire Emblem. At least most of us.
Okay, you say that, but like... I'm not saying, like... You haven't seen how the streams do when they're not Fire Emblem.
I don't care. What makes you happy?
Well, no, I want to do both. Fire Emblem makes me happy. People like Fire Emblem. I want to give the people what they want. And then I'll make my little, like, self-indulgent videos as the bonus videos. I think that's a fine system.
Algorithm makes it different. Look, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know this stuff. I just care about my friends. And the power of love and companionship.
You could also accidentally pull a bopper and make a video on Onyx that ends up dwarfing your most viewed videos. That Onyx video was honestly a banger. I don't even like Pokemon that much. I'm like the most like casual dumbfuck Pokemon player of all time. Not that all casual Pokemon players are dumbfucks, just me. I'm both a casual and a dumbfuck. And I really enjoyed that video. That was a fun one.
Shit. Oh shit, almost boss time.
Oh my god, we can go for 2 hours already. That's crazy.
Time flies when you're having fun. That's what they say.
How you doing? Are you good to go out like a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm more than fine.
I figure we'll grab the castle, maybe do the tinny recruitment, and then call that a call it a stream.
Alright.
This chapter's so fucking long. We're gonna do 3 streams of this goddamn chapter.
Lizard. I'd rather play this chapter than most of Frasia's maps.
I hate you, dude. That's not true. You're great.
It is true.
But fuck you.
Legitimately. The only part about this map that I genuinely hate with all my being is like the first part with
I would agree with that. This is the bad part of this map.
But that thing, like,
once you're through this, the rest of it is fine.
but like that part is like so much shorter than you think it is. And like with Shan and Patty, you don't really have to think too much because like it's only 2 units and you only have so much room to go. So.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it fun.
It doesn't. But like it's a lot. You have to deal with the unfun part a lot less than the actual decent part.
Yeah, I would agree. This chapter improves a lot once you're through the Does Mr. Dingus have to come up here to recruit Len?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Aries, I couldn't remember your name for a second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does, or he has to like. I think that's the way on the Seas Castle. I could be wrong, but
it's 24x fresh in your brain. Waifu doesn't hate 24x.
Well, it's not good. I will admit that.
But you don't hate it, as.
Well, that's because like Frasia's worst maps genuinely make my blood boil.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should hate it, just like you don't, right? Don't you think it's like not that
Not
bad?
as much, yeah. What? Jaburo bungled it, did he? Darna is my city. Mine. Nobody will ever take it from me. Sure, old man.
Oh my god, he just got fucked up.
No. Darna's mine. Oh.
Imagine Waifu hating something besides women. Hey, Waifu was just saying how much he likes Lachesis.
She is a woman of all time.
Also, hi Frubbles, hope you're doing well.
Yes, hello. The main chapters I hate in Frasier. There's a lot that I dislike, but the ones I hate the most is well, we can go over after this.
Yeah, we'll get into it in a sec. So this is Darna, the legendary city.
Long ago, at the peak of the old Holy War, Darna was the last bastion of the Resistance Army. It was the last free land in Yudril. In battle after a battle, the overwhelming might of Lopta empires, or Loptis, whatever the fuck empire, had devastated the Resistance. Ultimately, the last of the Resistance soldiers barricaded themselves within Darna's walls. Battered and wounded as they were nonetheless determined to fight to the bitter end. But then, suddenly, there was a miracle! From the heavens descended 12 gods who bestowed upon 12 young heroes miraculous weapons and immense powers. Thus were born the 12 Crusaders, the heroes who led the Resistance to victory.
That was the legendary miracle of Darna, yeah?
Yeah, the very same. And even as we speak, Selith, another miracle is dawning upon us.
Did you just go from southern to mouth? I infected you with my southernness.
No, I think the funny part about my Lewyn is I keep just changing the fucking accent. The inflection, everything just keeps changing. He's not consistent.
Just as the insurrection of Lapis looms on the horizon, so too are the Crusaders themselves arising in our world once more.
I beg your pardon?
Don't worry, Selith. You'll understand like the end of the game.
When did Selith become southern? I don't know, he's been southern the whole time.
I pray that Len is still unharmed. I must hasten back to Darna.
you guys want the giant maps to stay in FE4 remake, or would I prefer the big maps return? I'm gonna be honest, I would be okay either way. I think, like, if it were up to me, I would make them big and just give foot units, like, one more move. But I wouldn't really care if they made them smaller, to be honest. Wouldn't bother me. He can't promote here, right? He has to promote at the main castle.
How I pronounce you drill is like it's either you drill or you drawl. As for me, it's one.
That's the same for me, but I guess I don't know that that's correct. But that's how I do it too.
Some people say a jugdrol or jugdrol, but I think like making the J less emphasized sounds more natural to me.
The big thing that I would really like them not to change in a remake is I really hope they don't change the item system.
Oh yeah.
I like how the pawn shop and the money system works. I don't want them to like add trading and stuff. Maybe you could let spouses trade. I think that would be fine.
Spouses trading would actually be kind of interesting.
Yeah, actually, I'd be down for that. Spouses trading, A-okay with me. But I don't want everybody to be able to.
Or at least like have like the trading be like between important characters. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like
I think they could also I think something they could do that would make the pawn shop stuff bother people less is if they also just made the UI a little bit better.
Yeah. Seliph, at long last, it's you.
And who would you be?
They call me the Black Knight, Ares. Perhaps you would recognize me better, however, as the son of Eldigan.
Huh? Not be. You don't mean the legendary Eldigan of Nordion, do you?
The very same. I am the son of Eldigan the Lionheart, the man whom your father killed in coldest blood. My noble mother, the Lady Grain, died racked with grief and rage at Sigurd. It is high time you knew my family's pain.
I don't understand, Ares. As I understood it, your father and mine were the closest of friends. As tragic as their end was, I don't believe our fathers could ever have begrudged each other.
That's impossible! Sigurd was my father's mortal foe! This is all I've known my entire life.
Please listen, Ares. Would you consider joining my army? I know we can resolve this misunderstanding. We just give it some time. I hold the late Lord Eldigan in the utmost respect, just as my own father did. Please, Ares, please understand this.
Seliph. Very well. I suppose I can stay my hand for now. However, be warned. Should I learn that even a single word of your claims is false, your life is forfeit in your father's place. Do I make myself clear, Seliph?
That happens, then do as you must. Ares, I wish you could know just how ecstatic our fathers would be that we've met at last. If only we'd met under better circumstances. Everything in FE4 is controversial. Every game mechanic has at least some lovers and haters. I think that's true. Definitely some mechanics in this game are controversial. But here's my thing, and this is maybe just like what people think of this. It just depends on like their philosophies on how remakes should be done. Like, I know that like with remakes, I'm of the opinion that you should change some things in remakes. Because like if you don't make some changes, then like just play the original, right? But I also think that, like, when people are like, oh, they should just, like, add trading and make the map smaller and, like, and get rid of pursuit and, like, turn it into a normal Fire Emblem game, then I'm like, well, then, like, why are we remaking it? Like, we should at least keep some of the stuff. I think there's a balance to be struck.
And again, Echoes was scarily accurate. It only changed like very few things.
Yeah, Echoes definitely took the route of being more faithful.
And I don't think that it suddenly changed just because it sold bad.
So yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do. Like, even with, like, something like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which made a lot of changes, it still kept some stuff, right? Like, we still have the materia system, like, the limit breaks, like, they changed a lot, but, like, some of the spirit is still there, right? Not all of it. They made some pretty significant changes. But it's not like they were just, like, we're gonna totally fuck off and make a completely different game.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do with like a grid-based like RPG like strategy system that would allow for like both versatility and being different as well as keeping the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as open as like either an open world game or, you know. How is Tinny doing?
She's getting here.
Slowly. Surely. Oh, hi, Leaf.
Alright, these are the ones we kind of got to take care of. You guys do that for me? Fortunately, our good units are kind of up there right now.
Impeccable.
Maybe we keep killing one and backing up for now. But we can put what we can do, we can put the Kanto units front so that they can keep doing their lovely hit and runs. Waifu should voice the entire cast in FE4 remake. Now, there's something I think we can all agree on.
Okay, calm down.
Sure.
That would be... There's a lot wrong with that statement.
Oh, no, it would be good.
There's a lot wrong with that
It
statement.
would be good.
There's a lot wrong with that statement.
It would be good. All you have to do is learn a southern accent so you can do Selef.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just telling the truth.
Look, the voice in a big name project would be a dream, but I don't know if I could do an entire game, like, of an entire cast of, like, people.
You could do it.
No, I couldn't.
You could do it.
No, I couldn't.
You could do it.
I don't think I could.
I have the utmost confidence in your ability. Oh damn, this bitch fast as fuck.
God.
I'm actually unsure how I'm gonna kill her.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, hold on. Does she have pursuit? She does not. This is gonna be fine. Never mind. Easy to kill. Easy to kill.
Oh shit.
Taste the howling gale, traitor.
Oh wait, I forgot the red eye one was more aggressive. Fuck. Okay, I remember which voice I gave each of them now. Based on their eye color.
Excellent.
I remember now.
No! God damn it.
Good job.
I didn't mean it.
But you did it.
I did. It's true.
You did it, and it must be done.
I must retreat for now.
Ah, she's been defeated, but she can't fall here.
I've been defeated, but I can't fall here. Taste the wrath of thunder, rebel.
Yeah, I don't know if,
I must retreat for now.
I don't know if we're gonna survive the enemy phase. That wait command was a bit of an oopsie. Job, Nana. Alright, Dermot. You suck, dude. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna work out for us.
Chelsea's no rookie. I will say that right now. Just because we don't see a lot of the journey, doesn't mean their skills are any less invalid. Chelsea earned that role. Fucking phenomenal. Love her. Though it is true that Heroes does tend to allow for newer, not newer VAs, but for not what's the word? Oh, taste raging flames, brigand.
Yeah, that wasn't the attack you wanted, girl.
I must retreat for now. I cannot fall here.
I think Leaf is okay. Alright, they've made some very interesting choices. I'm sorry.
Imagine if Tini just ended herself on Finn on one range.
Yeah, they made some the AI made some choices. Excuse me, but that pendant of yours. Huh? It's a memento of my mother. Really? Then you're Tini. Oh, I've finally found you. Who are you? Here, maybe this will clear things up. This pendant of mine's exactly the same as yours, and I've had it my whole life. You're right, but what are you saying? See, decades ago, my mother was a warrior fighting in Sigurd's liberation army. After the war, she fled to Celeste with her children. When I was little, my mother and my newborn sister disappeared. I was left behind with nothing but this pendant. I only recently learned what really happened. It was King Bloom of Ulster. He abducted them. He took my family from me. The rumors I've heard all said my mother had died a while ago, They also said my sister is still alive. That's you, Tinny. I finally found you after all these years. I came all this way just to see you again. I never even knew Bloom did that to Mother. Makes sense, though. I can't remember much of Mother, but I know I never saw her smile or laugh. You're my brother. Oh, sniff. I don't suppose you'd like to lay down your arms and join our army, Tinny? We've still got much to talk about. Thank you, brother. I never did want to fight. But now I'll fight for you.
Gotta love how Tailtiu literally just became depressed off screen.
Yeah.
Can't blame her, but damn. Blizzard, who do you think I was gonna ooh voice?
I don't know.
I already told that like Tinny has a conversation with them.
Yeah, I don't remember who Tinny talks to.
A few people.
I've only used Tinny once.
Well, you're gonna use her again.
Yes, we will be using her here.
Yes.
Money.
Look, all I'm saying is you're going to kill me when you realize who I want to do it with.
I'm trying to think who you're gonna do that I might have like a strong reaction to.
Well, you may not have a strong reaction to.
Oh, well, then
I know
why
I
am I gonna
would.
kill you?
Because it's insane.
Alright.
It is not Setter Hawk.
Again, as you would say, intriguing. Can you
Do
like
I
not
spoil
kill
it for
this guy?
y'all?
I'm trying to set up a kill for Leaf.
The leaf kill.
But if we like shoot with an iron bow, will that do it? Kill
Look
him
at it,
first.
HP. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. You bitch. This motherfucker. Prox adept. Oh, nice Leaf.
Leaf on screen. Extremely based.
One day we'll get the Paragon band back. After
One day.
everyone's already promoted.
Hey, for those levels will be important. They will.
Alright, this is where we are going to stop for tonight. We will certainly finish this chapter next time.
Let's go!
So yeah, we'll be back with this on Tuesday of next week. On Saturday, we're going to have Engaged Wheel of Suffering, so, you know, join me for some suffering. If you want to chat about Fire Emblem in the meantime, check out the Discord. You'll find a link in the description. I think that link is up to date. If it's not, there's also a link in the most recent video. But regardless, hope you guys have a great week, and thanks for hanging out. Why am I being bonked?
Give me some of that sweet ether.
Give me some of that sweet ether.
You're welcome.
All right, see you later,
Bye,
folks.
everyone.
Enjoy that sweet ether.